Filming the horror classic, The Exorcist was marred by a series of real-life tragedies that left the cast and crew in shock. The set became infamous after a priest was called in to bless it, following a string of strange accidents, fires, and even untimely deaths linked to the production. The dark themes of the film, centered around demonic possession, seemed to manifest in the unsettling events that unfolded behind the scenes. Cast members reported inexplicable occurrences, with some insisting they felt a supernatural presence looming over them. Despite the priest's efforts, the misfortunes only escalated, leading to a chilling atmosphere that overshadowed the film's creation. The eerie incidents contributed to the film's reputation, solidifying it as one of the most cursed productions in Hollywood history. The lingering questions about the nature of these events continued to haunt those who were involved, leaving an unsettling legacy that echoes through the years. Waterworld faced a turbulent production journey that was fraught with challenges, earning it a notorious reputation in Hollywood. Filming took place amidst hurricanes and near-fatal accidents, which overshadowed the film's creative vision. Kevin Costner, who starred and produced the film, encountered significant difficulties, including a terrifying near-drowning incident during a stunt. The ambitious project suffered from the destruction of expensive sets due to natural disasters, which drove production costs sky-high. This misfortune contributed to its image as one of the most disastrous films in Hollywood history. Despite these setbacks, and its initial lackluster financial performance, Waterworld has since developed a cult following. Many fans appreciate its unique premise and visual effects, which depict a post-apocalyptic world covered by water. The film's themes of survival and humanity resonate with audiences, allowing it to find a place in cinematic history that defies its troubled beginnings. The legacy of Waterworld serves as a cautionary tale about the unpredictable nature of film production and the resilience of creative vision. During the production of Maximum Overdrive, a film directed by Stephen King, the set became a scene of chaos and danger. The movie, which features machines turning against humanity, faced real-life challenges that mirrored its terrifying plot. A hurricane struck the filming location, creating hazardous conditions that put the crew at risk. Reports of unsafe working environments flooded in, with crew members experiencing near-fatal accidents. The combination of extreme weather and poor safety measures created an atmosphere of fear and tension on set. This turmoil not only affected the filming process but also cast a long shadow over the film's legacy. Despite its cult following, the movie is often remembered for the chaos that surrounded its creation rather than its storyline. Stephen King's directorial debut remains infamous, highlighting how the dangers of filmmaking can sometimes be more frightening than the stories being told. The struggles faced during production have become a part of its history, echoing the themes of danger and unpredictability that the film itself portrays. The film Snuff became infamous for its provocative marketing, which claimed to depict real murder on screen. This bold assertion stirred up significant public interest and debate about the existence of snuff films, a genre that supposedly features actual killings for entertainment. Despite the fact that snuff was entirely fictional, the way it was promoted blurred the lines between reality and fiction, leading many to question the authenticity of what they were watching. The tagline, which hinted at the film's shocking content, played a crucial role in igniting outrage among critics and audiences alike. Media outlets seized upon the controversy, amplifying the film's notoriety and sparking discussions about ethics in filmmaking and the impact of sensationalism. The film's deliberate ambiguity regarding its content not only fueled fascination, but also raised serious moral questions about violence in cinema. Snuff's legacy endures as a cautionary tale about the power of marketing and the darker sides of human curiosity. The production of The Exorcist was marked by a series of unsettling events that contributed to its reputation as a cursed film. A devastating fire broke out, destroying most of the set, yet mysteriously leaving untouched the bedroom, where many pivotal exorcism scenes were filmed. This odd occurrence added an eerie layer to the already strange happenings surrounding the film. Unexplained accidents plagued the cast and crew, intensifying the feeling that something sinister was at play. Ellen Burstyn, who portrayed the tormented mother, suffered a severe back injury during a stunt that went wrong, causing her pain throughout the filming process. The tragic deaths of cast members Jack McGowan and Vasiliki Maliaros shortly before the film's release only deepened the film's dark aura. In response to these unsettling incidents, a priest was brought in to bless the set, hoping to dispel the ominous feelings that had begun to envelop the production. The combination of these events not only fueled rumors of a curse, but also added to the film's haunting legacy in cinematic history. The film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, is not only a landmark in horror cinema, but also carries a chilling legacy that extends beyond its chilling narrative. The story revolves around Marion Crane, a woman who encounters the enigmatic Norman Bates at a secluded motel. The film's shocking twists and unsettling atmosphere have left a lasting impression on audiences, but the real horror unfolded off-screen. The murder of Myra Davis, the stand-in for Janet Leigh, serves as a grim reminder of the film's sinister influence. An obsessed fan, unable to separate fiction from reality, took the life of Davis, reflecting the dangerous impact that Psycho had on some viewers. This tragic event highlights how deeply the film resonated with its audience, blurring the lines between admiration and obsession. The dark themes and psychological tension that Hitchcock masterfully crafted not only redefined the horror genre, but also cast a shadow on those involved in its creation, demonstrating the profound and sometimes perilous connection between art its audience. The Crow faced a haunting reality when Brandon Lee, the film's lead actor, tragically died during production. This incident occurred due to a mishap involving a prop gun that was believed to be loaded with blanks. The shock of his untimely death cast a dark shadow over the film, transforming it into a poignant symbol of loss. Brandon Lee, the son of the legendary martial artist Bruce Lee, had captured the hearts of many with his talent and charisma. His performance in The Crow became iconic, embodying themes of love, revenge, and resurrection. The film's set was plagued with a series of unfortunate events, including fires and injuries among the crew, which only added to the eerie atmosphere surrounding its production. Despite these challenges, The Crow emerged as a cult classic, resonating deeply with audiences. The film's exploration of grief and vengeance struck a chord, ensuring that Brandon Lee's legacy would live on through this unforgettable role. His portrayal remains one of the most memorable in cinematic history, forever linked to the film's tragic narrative. The film's curse revolves around its mysterious disappearance, creating an aura of intrigue that captivates film enthusiasts. Directed by Todd Browning, and featuring the iconic Lon Chaney, London After Midnight is a silent horror film that tells the gripping tale of a detective who investigates a series of eerie occurrences linked to a supposed vampire haunting a decaying mansion. The film's chilling plot and its haunting visuals have led to a lasting fascination, but its near-total loss has transformed it into one of cinema's greatest enigmas. Originally released in 1927, the film was thought to be lost after the original negatives were destroyed in a fire, leading to rampant speculation about the circumstances surrounding its disappearance. Some believe that the destruction was no mere accident, adding to the film's dark legend. For decades, historians and collectors have scoured archives and private collections in hopes of finding a complete copy, but their efforts have largely been in vain. This scarcity has not only fueled rumors, but has also solidified London After Midnight status as a symbol of the mysteries that surround lost media, leaving audiences to ponder what secrets the film might hold. If it were ever to resurface, the haunting themes and the aura of a curse surrounding its loss continue to resonate with those who appreciate the darker side of film history, making it a subject of endless fascination. Filming The Conqueror in 1956 turned into a dark chapter in Hollywood history. The crew worked near the Nevada test site, where nuclear bombs had been tested. Unbeknownst to them, they were exposed to radioactive fallout. This exposure led to an alarming rise in cancer cases among those involved in the film. By 1980, nearly half of the cast and crew had developed cancer, including prominent actors like John Wayne and Susan Hayward. The film, which was already criticized for its historical inaccuracies and the casting of white actors in Native American roles, became infamous for the tragic health consequences suffered by its participants. The high cancer rates among the crew and cast have led many to label The Conqueror as a cursed film, a stark reminder of human oversight and the unforeseen dangers of filming in such hazardous locations. The legacy of The Conqueror now serves as a cautionary tale about the intersection of art and the environment, highlighting the importance of safety in filmmaking. The Omen is notorious not just for its chilling narrative about the Antichrist, but also for the string of tragic events that surrounded its production, leading many to believe it was cursed. One of the most striking incidents involved Gregory Peck, who played the lead role. He experienced a near-fatal moment when the plane he was on was struck by lightning. This was not an isolated incident. A second lightning strike hit another plane carrying the film's producer, intensifying the sense of dread surrounding the project. Moreover, the film's special effects supervisor, John Richardson, faced a horrific fate when he was involved in a car accident that resulted in the decapitation of his assistant. This gruesome event bore an uncanny resemblance to a death scene depicted in the movie, further fueling the curse narrative. The film also featured a scene with a plane crash that echoed real-life tragedies, including an animal trainer's fatal mauling by a lion, which added to the film's dark reputation. These chilling coincidences, combined with the film's eerie themes, have solidified The Omen as one of Hollywood's most infamous cursed productions, leaving audiences both fascinated and horrified by the events that unfolded during its making. Despite its colorful and whimsical appearance, the production of this beloved classic was marred by a series of unfortunate events that have become the stuff of legend. The film set was plagued by accidents that left a dark shadow over its cheerful narrative. One of the most chilling stories involves Margaret Hamilton, who portrayed the Wicked Witch of the West. During a scene where she was meant to disappear in a puff of smoke, a special effects stunt went horribly wrong, resulting in severe burns that required extensive medical treatment. Additionally, Buddy Ebsen, who was originally cast as the Tin Man, faced a near-fatal situation due to an allergic reaction to the makeup designed for his character. This incident forced him to leave the production, and he was replaced by Jack Haley. These real-life tragedies have given the film an eerie aura, leading to numerous urban legends about the supposed curses that haunt the production. As whispers of these on-set injuries spread, they added layers of intrigue to the film's legacy, transforming it from a simple children's tale into a story filled with dark history and unsettling tales. The combination of enchanting music and visuals, alongside these haunting backstories, leaves audiences both captivated and unsettled, forever altering their perception of this timeless classic. The juxtaposition of the film's bright exterior with the grim realities faced by its cast has contributed to its status as a cultural artifact steeped in mystery and tragedy, ensuring that it remains a topic of discussion for generations to come. Faces of Death gained notoriety as a film that claimed to present real footage of death and dying, pushing the boundaries of what audiences were willing to see. While much of the content was later revealed to be staged or fabricated, the film's impact on horror culture is undeniable. Its mix of genuine accident footage and dramatized scenes created a shocking and visceral experience that left many viewers both fascinated and disturbed. This blend raised significant ethical questions about the portrayal of death in media and the responsibilities of filmmakers. The film sparked intense debates among critics and audiences alike about the morality of showcasing such graphic content, leading to discussions on the desensitization of viewers and the potential for exploitation. Despite its controversial nature, Faces of Death influenced a generation of filmmakers and horror enthusiasts, inspiring a wave of similar films that sought to explore the darker aspects of human existence. The film remains a touchstone in discussions about the limits of horror and the ethical implications of depicting death on screen, continuing to provoke thought and debate long after its release. The legacy of Rosemary's Baby is deeply intertwined with real-life horrors that unfolded in the late 1960s, particularly the tragic Manson family murders. These events cast a long shadow over the film, which tells the story of a young woman who becomes pregnant under mysterious and sinister circumstances. The chilling themes of paranoia and the presence of a satanic cult in the film resonate hauntingly with the public consciousness, especially after the brutal murder of Roman Polanski's wife, Sharon Tate, by followers of Charles Manson. This connection between fiction and reality amplifies the film's unsettling reputation, as viewers cannot help but draw parallels between the dark plot and the real-life tragedy that struck Polanski. The film's atmosphere of dread and its exploration of trust and betrayal take on a new meaning when viewed through the lens of Polanski's personal loss. Rosemary's Baby not only remains a classic horror film, but also serves as a reminder of the thin line between art and the grim realities of life, leaving audiences with a lingering sense of unease. The use of real skeletons during the filming of Poltergeist has become a haunting aspect of its legacy. This choice is often cited as a factor in the tragic deaths of two of the film's young stars, Dominique Dunne and Heather O'Rourke. Dunne, who played the older sister, was murdered by her ex-boyfriend in 1982, just months after the film's release. O'Rourke, who portrayed the iconic character Carol Ann, died at the young age of 12 from complications related to a misdiagnosed illness in 1988. The eerie connection between the film and these untimely deaths has led many to label Poltergeist as cursed. In addition to these tragedies, the film's chilling plot about a haunted house and a malevolent spirit added to its unsettling reputation. The idea that the production itself may have been touched by dark forces only enhances the film's mystique. Fans and critics alike are drawn to the story of Poltergeist, not just for its groundbreaking special effects and terrifying sequences, but also for the real-life tragedies that surround its making. This blend of horror and reality has made the film a staple in discussions about cursed Hollywood productions, leaving viewers to ponder the thin line between fiction and the supernatural. The story of The Exorcist does not end with its release. Instead, it continues to haunt those who worked on it. Many cast and crew members reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread while filming. Some claim to have witnessed strange phenomena, such as unexplained noises and objects moving on their own. These occurrences were so unsettling that they prompted a priest to perform a blessing on the set, hoping to dispel any lingering spirits. However, the blessing seemed to have little effect, as accidents and injuries plagued the production. One of the most tragic events was the death of actor Jack McGowan shortly after filming. His passing added to the growing list of misfortunes linked to the movie. Despite these dark occurrences, The Exorcist became a monumental success, captivating audiences and earning critical acclaim. The chilling stories surrounding the film have only added to its legacy, creating a sense of mystery and fear that lingers in the minds of viewers and those who were part of its